Yes, y'all.
Yes,
To the
yes,
beach,
y'all.
What's
Hello,
good?
everybody.
Yeah, I know y'all missed us.
I missed y'all. I don't know about if they missed me, but I missed them. I missed y'all.
Was we here last week, bro?
No, we weren't.
Yeah, they missed us then.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't
we
been here.
miss y'all.
I ain't been here in about a month, man. So I miss all y'all.
All right, they missed me.
No, I don't care if they miss me or not, but I miss y'all. Shoot, how about that?
All right, awesome.
And I ain't seen you in about a week.
Oh, Dad, don't make me get mushy, man. Damn.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm just so sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to We Do It For The Culture Radio, where our stories matter. I'm your boy Lover.
I'm your boy DJ Mizzle.
Mahogany Rose, and we
Do It For The Culture Radio.
That's right. We Do It For The Culture Radio. Another dope segment that we're going to give to y'all. We're going to give you a little bit of seasoning because we haven't seen y'all in a little bit.
Yes.
A few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, I put something on Facebook about favoritism.
Yeah, between the
siblings. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Because I think a lot of people have experienced that. It was just to kind of check the room temperature, you know what I mean, and see how people feel about it, whatever.
Yeah,
it got a pretty good amount of responses.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It did. It was a lot of good comments, a lot of good conversations taking place during that thread. So
yeah. So we just want to piggyback off of that a little bit.
Yes.
And talk about favoritism, and not just the household, but in families in general. When it comes to parents and children, mm-hmm. siblings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's something that again doesn't get talked about a lot.
Right, it doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, leave it to us. We'll bring it to your
That's
face. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it.
We ain't scared to talk about.
I ain't scared.
Some of these.
I don't know none of y'all anyway. Y'all ain't gonna fight me in the street.
But favoritism is real.
It happens.
It's real. All three of us up here, none of us are only child.
Mm-mm.
We all have siblings.
Yeah, and we're all in different places too, as far as our siblings too.
That's right.
Yeah, I know I'm the middle.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle because it was 8 of us.
I'm the youngest boy.
You the knee baby. It's just what
they
call it.
Yeah, that's me.
I was somewhere in the middle. I'm like the 5th oldest, 3rd youngest. Somewhere, but it was 8 of us.
Well, your parents was getting it in. Yeah. That was called 8 enough.
They had a farm in the backyard.
That's right. That's right.
What's the name of that show?
It was 8 enough. 8 is enough.
8 enough. But what's the other one? They was on the bus all the time.
The Partridge Family.
Partridge Family.
Yeah, that's them because they be or the Osmonds gonna be singing.
More like in a what's those cars called? A wagon.
The station wagon.
Station wagon. Yep.
Yeah.
That was us.
They had a real live Partridge
Family.
Us. Hey, they was getting it in. Oh man. Well, I know I was definitely in the middle, and I definitely had favoritism in my family. Miz, did you have favoritism?
I can't say it was favoritism. I feel like each one of us had a role. And I had my older, because there was only 4 of us, so I had the oldest brother, the second oldest, then me, then my sister, and I felt everybody had a role to play, and that's why they got treated the way they got treated, was because they was falling into those roles.
You never felt like your parents favored one kid over the other in no capacity.
Well,
one kid got away with more than others. Nothing.
Oh yeah.
I can't say one got away with anything more, but I can say that there was one that didn't get in as much trouble as everybody else.
But that was because he was just a good kid.
That was just because she was the baby and the only girl. So
say her name. Say it loud. Don't.
Well, if you know me,
we're gonna talk about sis today.
Only got one sister.
We're gonna talk about sis. Talk about her. We're gonna put her on blast.
It was Courtney.
Courtney. We know it was you, Courtney.
She got treated a little differently, but I always felt that it was because she was the baby and the only girl. So that's why I didn't think it was favoritism. I just thought it was because she was the baby.
And we already know Mahogany Rose was the favorite kid in her family
I really wasn't.
because she would walk up to her parents with those puppy dog eyes, looking all innocent.
That only worked for my dad. I'm sorry. Not for my mom.
Mm.
No, I was not the favorite. When
Mm.
I was
No?
younger, no, not at all. No, I was the outcast. I felt like,
What?
yeah,
I would have thought you was the innocent one.
no. I mean, I felt like I was, but my mom always thought that I had a smart mouth. She's always said that I had a smart
That's
mouth.
weird because when I met Mahogany Rose, when I never really had dialogue. I would see her at different places.
Mhm.
Never really had a conversation with her, you know what I mean? But I would see her, whatever, and she seemed like she was a quiet type, you know what I mean? She seemed like she was a innocent person till I got to know her. And I said, she talk a lot of shit.
Most shit did a little bit, huh?
Yeah, so she ain't innocent at all. You know what I'm saying? She can put on a good front though, but she's innocent.
Talk
I
more
said, who the
than a
hell
little
is
bit.
this girl?
Hey, look.
That's not the same girl I thought I knew.
Hey, look, I would do anything for anybody, but Ryan would tell you do me wrong or you disrespect me, I'm a whole nother beast.
Favoritism is real.
Yeah, it is. It is.
To anybody out there listening to the show, please join us in this discussion.
Mhm.
Some of you are siblings. Some of you had you know what it's like when your parent gave one child favoritism over the other. Join in the discussion.
I want
Chat, leave a comment. You can even
Mhm.
call. What's the you could call. Go on.
You got it. Station head. Yeah, station
Look
head.
at there. Look what Miss Smith says. Read what she said.
She is a sweetheart. That's my friend. She just say what she mean and mean what she say. I'll be damned. You ain't lying. She ain't no sweetheart though. She mean what she say and she
I
say
will
what she
give the
mean.
shirt off my back.
But boy, let me tell you, she got a mouth for her. I tell you. Well,
Hey, I want to say you were talking about everybody with the siblings, but also as a parent too. You know, you think you favor one of your children more than the others. I want y'all to chime in too.
Absolutely.
because
I want
parents don't never want to admit that.
No,
They
at
never
least
wanna
not.
admit
You know,
that.
we want to admit it around our kids at least.
Yeah.
Not till they older.
But you said you was. I mean, because I hear that a lot too. Some kids say they felt like they were the outcast.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
Mhm.
that? The black sheep.
The black sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you feel like you was the black
I
sheep?
did. I always felt like I was the darkest one in my family.
Okay.
You know, I always felt like, I was teased outside of the home. And then there were certain things said about me inside the home. Then I had older siblings. And so some of my siblings, they were only there for a few years before they moved out. So for me, I felt like the older siblings were the ones that were favored because they were kind of giving my mom money and things like that. Yeah. So as a child, I was just like, oh yeah, she likes her better because she's able to do things for her. And that's just how I felt.
Did you ever say anything to your parents though?
Now, why would I do that? No, why would No, absolutely not. I just close my mouth and just,
I think I
mind my business.
I think I rebelled.
Mm.
I think I felt like I was the black sheep of the family.
Mm.
My mother, my older brother, and my older sister. There was just us before my younger sister because I'm 10 years older than her.
Okay.
So it was just us in the household. All three of them are Tauruses.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only one that was not a Taurus, and so I kind of felt like they all got something in common, and but I just felt like I was the one that was outcasted, like Mahogany Rose said. I felt like I was the one that got less attention, and I felt like I felt like I was less loved from the other siblings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what made me rebel the way that I did.
Okay.
As a, they say always we only got
Yeah.
one bad kid. I was probably the bad kid because I was rebelling. I think I was just trying to get attention though.
Yeah. I can see
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you guys sometimes where kids would just they do things, outlandish things, whatever, and because sometimes it's also they feel like it's a competition thing between them and other siblings.
It really is.
Yeah.
For attention.
Yeah.
It really
for that
is.
attention. Yeah.
But I really felt like my family didn't love me. I used to have nightmares. I used to have these recurring nightmares that my family was trying to pack up and leave me, and I would be like running for the car, saying, "Don't leave me!" Trying to get at the car, whatever, because I thought they was trying to leave me, whatever, and they would make a mock. It was like that Dana Dane song, Dana
Cinderella.
Yeah, I felt like I was Dana
Okay.
Dana
Yeah,
that
I
song.
think
You know what I mean?
I've had days like that when I felt like that with my family too.
Yeah.
I felt like that about my mom, but my dad, I was daddy's girl, daddy's little girl.
Hmm.
Yep.
Well, shoot, I know, like, you know how they said, but at the end of the day, to the fella, clean up this place.
Yes.
I was always
Right.
getting left with all the dishes, the big spaghetti pots,
Mm.
and then when my siblings got to the age
Nasty
where they could work, they didn't have to do as much as me
Yeah, because they were out.
because they they got a job. They
Mhm.
got a job. They can help. You gonna clean? Cause why? I'm like, well, that's because they got a job. Does that mean they don't have to clean?
Yeah.
They still got to do their chores too.
Yep.
That's right.
But they would get away from it because I was at work all day. But I'm like, what the world? So I said, okay, I got something for all that. You want these dishes clean?
I remember what you told me what you doing.
I was throwing the pots out the window.
What?
What? Throwing the pots clean out the window in the bushes. My mama would be yelling at my aunts and my grandmother. God damn it! Every time I turn around, y'all still in my goddamn pots. Y'all don't bring my damn pots back after y'all use them. I was throwing the damn pots out. She didn't know. She was blaming them.
Oh Lord.
I'm trying to tell you. And so I'm like, yeah, man. It goes on a lot. My brother was the favorite one.
Okay.
He could do no wrong.
Right.
I mean, this guy, like, even the teachers, whatever. This guy I never seen him get a butt whooping. I got all part of my friends the ass whoopings. I never seen this guy get a butt whooping. Me and my sister Carla, yeah, we got it because you know how girls are with mamas. A lot of times the mama and the daughter, sometimes they gonna at some point they gonna clash because sometimes the daughter get to an age or she thinks she could challenge the mom or say something.
Yeah.
Sometimes with sons too, they get to an age like,
sons and
Pop,
daughters.
you ain't gonna talk to me like that no more. I'm a man now.
Yeah.
And Pop got to get in that ass.
I'm taller than you.
Right. Yeah.
Next thing you know, your dad got you up in the corner. And
got you like this, hemmed up, right?
Yeah. I say that happened to me.
It happened to you.
It happened to me.
Yeah, it happened to him, definitely.
Yo, my pops one time, right? He tried to slam me, right? I took my biological pops, right?
Okay.
Because when I got kicked out of high school, I had to go live with him, right?
Okay.
But me and him never got along.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I was living in the household, whatever, I felt like I was, wasn't supposed to be there, whatever, with this guy. I feel like I'm only there because I got kicked out of high school.
Yeah.
If that wouldn't happen, whatever, he wouldn't want me here.
Yeah.
So he don't really want me here, but he has no choice.
But to take.
So every time I turn around, this guy was always, messing with me, antagonizing me, looking for ways to try to punish me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And one day, he couldn't find his camera, and he thought I took his camera. So he's yelling at me, "Where the fuck is my camera?" I'm like, fucking, I ain't never taking no damn pictures. Where's my damn camera? So he's accusing me of stealing this camera. Like, what am I gonna do with the camera once I steal it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So needless to say, he kept his camera. He said we should be kept on the bedboard, whatever. But the camera fell behind the bed.
Gotcha.
When he found the camera, he never apologized and said,
man.
My bad.
I found the camera. His pride wouldn't let him do that.
Yeah.
But needless to say, he thought I stole his camera, whatever, took his camera. And I'm a lot of things, but I ain't a thief. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga picks me up and tries to slam me, right? So I almost went to the ground, but I didn't hit the ground. I caught myself right at the right time and stood myself up. And I stood up and I looked at my pops.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Pop, I beat you up. I love Pops. I fuck you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm in the house, whatever. I know if I put my hands on you,
he gonna put you out.
He gonna put me out, and I got nowhere to go. I'm in Maryland. I ain't got nowhere to go. It's not like no cell phones at that time, whatever.
Right.
So I got no choice but to take whatever it is he handed me. But at this point, he tried to slam me, and I catch myself. My brother Jamal is crying and shit. You know what I mean? Because he's like, "What the hell's going on?" So I stood. I'm like, "Yo, Pop, I beat you up. I would beat you up." He said, "You getting the fuck out of my house." You know what I'm saying? Needless to say, within 2 weeks I was out the house, my mother was coming to pick him up, whatever. So he's like, I got in the car with them, whatever, because
Yeah.
I knew this was going to escalate. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But my brother Muffy could do no wrong,
Mm.
and this nigga never got in no trouble. I don't even know my mother ever raised her voice at this dude, yo. So he was definitely the favorite in my household.
Mm.
Who was the favorite in your household? Be honest, bro.
It was one of my older
Say
sisters.
his name, bro. Don't be scared.
No, I'm not gonna say her name, but it was my older.
Y'all older
one
now.
of my
Y'all
older
adults now.
sisters.
Y'all adults now. You can let her hang out now. Tell her.
No, I'm not gonna say her name. It's just one of my oldest.
You know who you is.
I felt like it was one of my oldest sisters and one of my oldest brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
now that we're older, I feel like the favoritism has shifted.
Oh, because you get all the favoritism now.
Because when you get older, that's when parents kind of see who's going to be there when they need them.
Okay.
So favoritism has shifted.
Wow.
In my favor.
Yeah.
It felt to me like no matter what I did, I got an ass whooping. No matter what I did, I got in trouble. My cousin Aaron was a thief.
Okay.
And my mother would always in the projects, you ain't no washers and dryers.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay to go to laundromat.
Yeah.
So my mom would try to save her loose change and quarters and shit like that, so she could, when she got enough, she could go wash the clothes.
Yeah.
My cousin Aaron comes to the house one day, and you know what I mean, and he nudges me, "Come on, cuz, let's go out, whatever." So we go to the arcade.
Take all the quarters.
He done took all the goddamn quarters. We playing video games all day, all night. I'm having fun. I don't know where he got the quarters from, but I'm having fun. Yeah, Pac-Man like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Get home, my mom was like, "Well, my goddamn quarters there. What my goddamn what the fuck is wrong?" I got accused of taking the quarters. I don't know. I didn't know that he took the quarters or whatever. I can't say that he stole the quarters because I didn't see him.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I'm getting blamed for stealing my mama's quarters, and I caught a royal ass whipping, and I didn't know why I was getting beat. That's the worst kind of ass whipping.
Yeah, they are.
When you don't know why you're getting beat.
Oh yeah.
I got so many ass whippings for reasons that I didn't. That for example, I ain't even doing nothing wrong, but because I had a reputation for doing something, it was automatically assumed that I did it.
That's it. Just put a target on your back. Yeah, that's all.
One of my brothers is like that. That's him. He's the one that if something was going down, he was in the middle of it.
He was blamed.
No, I'm more like he was probably in the middle.
I wasn't in the middle, but I got blamed.
But he did get blamed for a lot of stuff too. But he did a lot of stuff, and like you said, he just built that reputation. So if something went south, he was either there or had a part of it.
But you know what though, growing up, one thing that used to happen to all of us in my family that wasn't fair, something could happen and we all get a whooping, and my mom would be like, "Line up." That was terrible.
You see, I could dig that right there.
No, I couldn't get down with that.
No.
I
want to be singled out. I need to be all gonna get an ass whipping. Come on.
If I wasn't even home when something happened and I'm getting an ass whipping before,
yeah, I'm like, man, what?
Then I'm gonna have to beat somebody else's ass. Then I'm gonna get in trouble again because I beat somebody else's ass because I got my ass beat.
That's it, and that's typically what happened.
So,
man,
what's Miss Smith saying?
She said, "I feel that the black sheep of the family has a strength that no other siblings have. I was a black sheep, and I feel now as an adult, it was a gift." Okay, you gotta tell us what that gift is. I need to know what the hell that is, Miss Smith. How was that a gift that you are now an adult and you feel like you're the black sheep of the family?
Well, she's an awesome individual, and
I can see what she's saying.
She too will give the shirt off her back, and she'd do anything for her students, anything for her parents, anything for me. So
they could just
she does have great characteristics.
How you benefit from that?
I think as an adult, it just teach it. Being a black sheep, because you as a black sheep, you kind of used to doing things by yourself, being and chilling and having to do for yourself on your own.
Okay.
And then
doing for everybody else.
Or doing for everybody else.
Yeah.
But and not expecting anybody to do anything for you.
She said it built me into an amazing mother and woman. I don't know many black sheep that want to be black sheep.
I ain't saying I wanted to be a black sheep, but because of it, because you're used to doing things by yourself or being left alone or forgotten about.
Yeah.
You just get used to doing things on your own and just like, I don't need anybody's help. I got it. I can do it. Don't worry about it.
You kind of become immune to
and you become more of an independent thinker and
Mhm.
just an independent person in general.
That's my take on
But
it.
does it hurt you in your later years as far as the way you deal with people? Do you
I
feel-
think-
No, I think
do
in
you
some
shut,
cases,
shut yourself away? Like, you know
I
what
think the
mean?
hurt takes place when you're younger and when you're going
Oh.
through.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, I think both. I think what you said is right, but I think that it does hurt because you're so used to doing things and you by yourself or on your own or for yourself, and you're like, I don't need you, I don't need help, and it's easy to cut off some relationships and people.
And what she said there, I learned an independence that I don't see in my siblings. Okay, oh, definitely never enjoyed our desire. See, definitely never enjoyed our desire to be a black sheep. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to
No,
be a
nobody
man.
wants to.
Everybody wants to be loved.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You know what I mean? But when you're not getting that love, I guess you kind of you build a wall around your heart where you're like, you know what? It's harder to hurt me now.
Yeah,
You
and
know
that's what I'm saying.
mean?
It's easy to cut people off. It's easy
Yeah.
to detach yourself from everything. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't need you.
And I'm pretty sure you see those behaviors in me.
Yeah, I know you see them in me too.
Yeah.
My brother one time broke a window,
Mhm.
and he was horse playing with his friends with a baseball, and he broke a window. And when he broke the window, I got excited. I said, he gonna get his ass whooped, right?
You probably got
I'm hyped.
blamed.
I'm just waiting for my mom to get home from work.
Yeah.
It's going down. He gonna get that ass whooped. I'm gonna finally see him get his ass whooped. I'm tired of getting my ass whooped. He done wrong now.
All right,
So I'm like, yeah, my mama get home and shit.
it's on.
And this nigga got tears in his eyes. He comes up and give my mom a little, hey, mama, I got something to tell you. I'm like, nigga, that shit ain't gonna work. We was outside and we was playing, and I broke such and such window, and I broke it. And my mom was like, all right, well, we'll take care of it. I'm like, what the fuck? That's it? How the hell? Wait a minute. If that was me, you'd kick my ass. This nigga, all he gotta do is come up and confess and admit what he did wrong.
You should have tried that.
That's what I started doing. It didn't work. That's exactly what I said. I said, okay, that's what you gotta do. Next time I do something wrong, all I gotta do is confess.
Yeah.
And say, hey, I messed up.
Yeah.
It didn't work. She still fucked me up. But this nigga woke up in there and talking about I messed up. Okay. And I was like, damn, why the fucking nigga don't get no ass whipping? I get all the ass whippings, man. It just wasn't fair to me, man.
I understand, and I would
Oh,
probably
my
say the same thing. I would say the same thing.
But here's a twist though. Not me, because I only have one child. You guys now are parents now.
Mm-hmm.
And we already said no parent wants to admit that they have a favorite. Hell, let's keep it gully. Let's start with you, Miss. Keep it gully. Do you have a favorite?
Nah, I don't think
every
that.
parent says that.
I can't say that.
Now,
I
if
do,
we
man.
called the
I
girls
really-
up right now, I guarantee one of those girls will say, yeah, he treats
Well,
her better than he treats me.
But I can see them saying that, but I would say it's perception. It's what they perceive.
Yeah.
So just because
I didn't perceive a motherfucking thing, man.
you
It
know,
was
so
real.
so if one of them asks me for something and I get it for them, and the other one asks me for something, and I don't get it for them right away, but I do eventually get it for them, they may say, well, he likes her more, or he likes her.
You're just trying to buffer your shit.
So,
man. You got a
but
favorite.
I ain't got a favorite, man. I love both my girls.
All
equally,
right,
man.
Mahogany Rose, come clean.
Well, the oldest boy will probably think when he was younger, because him and his brother were 7 years apart, that I favored the baby. That's that's natural.
Did you beat the oldest child's anus?
I used to kick his ass because he was challenging. He used to challenge me. He
Okay.
used to challenge my gangster all the time.
Have you beat the youngest one's ass?
Hardly none, because he don't do nothing.
You got a favorite.
He don't do nothing.
You got a
Ryan,
favorite.
I mean, Ms. Ms.
It's over with. You just told on yourself.
Dallas be chilling. He be chilling. He don't
He
do,
don't really do
he
nothing.
don't really do too
You
much.
telling me he ain't never
He
got
don't
a
talk.
bad grade? He ain't never did nothing.
Oh
bad.
yeah, yeah, he'll get bad grades.
He'll get his ass kicked. I bet you if your older one had a bad grade, he got his ass kicked.
Oh no, I'll just help them. As far as grades, I'll just help them.
So how did the older one? What did the other older one do to get his butt cracked?
Oh, leaving the house without permission.
Just name it.
Fighting his little brother, bullying his little brother. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff he was doing.
That's not bullying. When you trying to toughen up your little brother, why does that get labeled as bullying?
You know what? The things
you have a responsibility as an older brother to toughen your little brother up, to get him prepared for outside life, whatever. So when he meet other bullies or when he cats bigger than him, whatever, he's prepared. He's ready.
Not some of the stuff
parents call it bullying.
I didn't mind the play fighting and things like that, but for him to say, "Go get this," and treat him like a slave, and I'm gonna beat you up when Mama leave the house.
That's what he's supposed to do. No. That's what brothers and sisters do. You gonna tell me your older sister didn't get up in your ass?
They tried.
See, now they tried because she ain't gonna want to admit she got beat up.
They tried.
You trying to tell me none of your older siblings got up in that ain't?
Look, I watched WWE and Gorgeous Women of Wrestling,
and they still whooped your ass.
And I had some fight moves for you.
I bet you that one in Georgia whooped your ass.
Actually, her and I never got in a fight before.
Oh no, because she looked like she could whoop.
I was like, now there's two of them in Georgia now.
Now that one one of them, we used to go toe to toe.
Which one is that?
The one that's right above me.
Yeah, she whooped your ass.
Maybe like once, and then the tables turned. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
She said, "My baby boy is a little more mama baby than my other four, but no favorite." Here we go. No favorites. If I call my mama up right now,
she got that laughing emoji right there too.
Exactly. She knows she lying.
Oh Lord.
I don't think no whoop my friend's ass. I don't know what you mean by that one, but there might be a typo. But I'm sure if you got siblings and you in the middle or the younger, you got your ass cracked too, Miss Smith. I'm sure you did. I got to a point where my brother couldn't beat me no more. But that's the difference. I got my butt beat. But when I got to that point where he couldn't beat me no more, it was over with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to fight my brother now. The one above me. There's a 5-year age difference. And at the time, there's probably about 100-pound weight difference.
See, man, you sweetening it up, though. You trying to say you fought your brother.
I did.
The truth is, you got your ass whipped by your brother. You didn't fight your brother. You trying to make it seem like, oh, we fought. Like, you didn't get beat up. You got your ass beat, man.
Nah, he took it easy on me.
He whipped your ass.
He took it easy on me.
It was bobbing and weaving.
But I ain't quit. I ain't quit.
And she said she had 11. 11? Oh, I know they bust your ass, Miss Smith. Unless you the oldest. You know what I mean? Because I have younger brothers.
Okay.
But as an older, you don't have no younger brothers.
No, I don't.
You don't have.
I do. A younger brother and younger sister.
So did you ever beat your younger sister up?
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly what I'm trying to get at. My younger brothers. I love y'all, Jamal, Christian, and Jared. But my motto as an older brother is, the day one of my younger brothers whooped my ass, I'd rather just, I don't even want to live no more. I'm not letting my younger brother fucking me with my ass. I know Jamal probably listen. Jamal, I love you, but I ain't letting none of my younger brothers whoop my ass. That was my motto. I ain't none of them gonna kick my ass. I fuck all my younger brothers.
Yeah, my younger brother, he needed to be toughened up because he used to cry a lot, act like a little, as we say, sissy. So we had to whip him in shape.
Unbelievable.
Oh Lord, couldn't play a game without him crying.
Well,
so yeah, we had to toughen him up.
Listen, man, listen. Those black sheeps of the family, man. They go through a lot emotionally. They go through a lot within their family.
Yeah.
And it makes them create a lot of tough skin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me see here.
That it does.
Okay. But we're gonna listen. We're gonna take a short, little, quick break. When we come back, we're gonna dive right back into favoritism in the household on We Do It for the Culture Radio.
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 Welcome back to We Do It for the Culture Radio, where our
Welcome
stories
back.
matter. We've been talking about favoritism in the household. You know how siblings. Some of the siblings are favored, given more favor than the other. Parents treating one child better than the other. I was looking on Facebook and I saw Anissa chime in. Now I know Anissa, she got a younger sister named Crystal. I know Crystal got up in Anissa's ass because Anissa wasn't no fighter. She was a quiet girl.
She was like Michael. She was a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, but Crystal was a fighter. So I know Crystal got up in Anissa's ass. You can tell us about Anissa if you want to chime in. But yeah, favoritism is real, man. I went through it a lot with my siblings, whatever. I think it did create some hostility.
Yeah.
As you get older. My brother, when he passed away in 2010, I remember, even though we grew up in that same household, we were on different sides of the tracks because he was a good kid and I was the bad kid. So we never really was. I can honestly say we weren't the closest of brothers and sisters. Of brothers, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And because of that, in a lot of ways, he felt like, you know what? I can't control this kid. This kid doesn't listen to me. The brother, younger brother's supposed to listen to you.
Yeah.
My brother just got to the point where, you know what? I give up trying. I can't reach this kid. He's not. He just doesn't listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so because of that, we grew up on different sides of the, of the spectrum, whatever. And so when he got diagnosed with cancer, I took a leave of absence from my job to go be by my brother's side. And he got diagnosed in January. He died in March. Those 3 months that I stood by his bedside made up for 3 decades of being on the other side of the fence. You know what I mean? Just not really, you know what I mean? Not having that brother camaraderie.
Yeah.
Doing things together, hanging out, whatever. Because I used to steal my brother's clothes and all that, whatever, because he was working. He used to have the sheepskins and the British Walkers, and he used to have all the fly stuff.
That Dapper Dan.
Yeah, so I would have to, steal his clothes, but try to have them back before he got home. By the end of the night, put them back where they belong, whatever. But I would always get caught for some reason because I was too stubborn. I wanted to hang out later than I was supposed to.
Probably had cologne too.
Yeah, and then he grabbed me up outside, embarrassed me, fucking me up.
Yeah.
Fuck, take my fucking clothes off. Fucking wear my shit. Get the fuck upstairs, take my shit. You're embarrassing me and shit. I got the girls out there and shit.
Yeah, you got all the fly clothes on.
Yeah.
Hey, give me your clothes, man. What you doing?
So, you know what I mean? We really didn't have that close relationship like I see some brothers have. You know what I mean? But I do have it with my younger brothers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But me and him, we didn't have that, man. And I wish we did. It be's like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you've ever had favoritism in your household, Uh, hold on. If you've ever been in something like that, let us know whatever how you feel about it. Because we've all been, like I said, us up here, we've all been siblings before, and you know, all kind of felt it a little bit. I know I did definitely.
Yeah. I know one of my brothers felt that way. It still feels that way. That one person was treated better than the other.
Mm-hmm.
But it's again, I always feel it's his perception. He thinks. Well, actually,
It ain't perception, man.
I think both of my
people
brothers
feel that.
Both of my brothers feel certain ways about their upbringing. One felt that he had to do way too much. One felt he didn't do enough.
I felt it. I don't know if it was perception. I felt
but
the
because
separatism
but yeah, one brother felt like he was stripped of his childhood.
That's what it was. Yeah,
he was stripped of his childhood because
he had to be a man.
Because he had to grow up. He had to take care of us, me and my sister and my brother. Mainly me and my sister. But he's 7 years older than me. 7 years older than me. 90, yeah, doing a lot of babysitting. So he felt like he felt like he didn't get a childhood where my other brother, who's 5 years older than me, got to do everything he wanted to do. So he felt that he was a favorite one because he played sports and he got to go and do all the stuff. And then my other brother, the one that played sports, thought that the oldest one was favored more because he was able to do what he wanted to do.
But did that make y'all closer though? Because he was babysitting y'all all the time.
No,
that didn't make y'all closer.
No.
That made me and my sister closer.
No, because like I said, he was 9 years older, or 7 years older than me. So by the time that I got to the point where I'm getting ready, I'm going out and playing and hanging out with my friends, he was already at the house. Okay. He'd already left. At 18 or 17, because I want to say he graduated at 17, 18. So I'm 10 years old, 11 years old. And he's gone now. So most of my growing up was with my other brother. And me and him bumped heads because felt like he was the older brother because he was big and wanted to run everything. And
see, my sister was the oldest. She was 6 years older than me, and my brother was 5 years older than me.
Okay.
But because she was the oldest and my mother had to work 2 jobs, the responsibility fell on her to not watch my brother, but to watch me. And eventually when my sister came to watch her.
Okay.
So she kind of always felt like, you know what I mean, her childhood was stripped away from her too because she always had to be stuck watching her brother and sister and maintaining the household, making sure I'm getting dressed for school, making sure I got something to eat. So she kind of felt like, she got stripped of having, So I guess as soon as she was able to get away, she did. But between us, it strengthened our relationship.
Okay.
Because at my sister's funeral, I remember saying, you know what? A lot of people did not see us. I slept in the bed with my sister till I was 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My homeboys, my friends didn't know that. You know what I mean? Because he's going to be still sleeping with you. You know what I'm saying? But I slept in the bed with my sister because we were so close, and she would suck her thumb and she would rub my cheeks, whatever. So it was like a pattern. It was like she couldn't go to sleep without rubbing on my cheeks, whatever. You know what I mean? And so we was just so close, and from her, just. She was more like a mother, you know what I mean? Because my mother was always working. My mother was never there. That's why I got bad eating habits now because my mother was the type of mother that would be home and cook whatever, cook us meals, whatever. She had to work. So, it was a lot of stuff that we ate was easy stuff to make. Carla didn't know how to cook like that, whatever. But so I was always with my sister, so I was close with her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But man, that's something that drew us closer together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not me and my brother.
Well, I guess it's because it was 2 boys, probably.
Maybe because I didn't feel like I got close with my oldest brother until after my mom passed away. I mean,
see, it's a shame it took something like that.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, we always talk because the thing we had in common was both was in the military, so we would always talk. I'd always call him up and ask him for advice, but I just never felt like I could talk to him about anything other than outside of work. I could talk to him about military stuff, but I couldn't talk to him about life stuff.
That was the same with me and my brother.
So
it's a shame it took him getting cancer for us to have the relationship that we, had before he passed away. But but as far as being able to talk about stuff, none of that. Only thing he would really pull me aside to talk to me about was sex. That was it. I remember telling me, if I find out you're a minute man, I'm gonna fuck you up. Don't you ever find out? Don't you ever let me find out you're a minute man? You always make sure she get hers first. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I'm saying, I'm a kid. I don't know what the fuck this nigga's talking about, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it was always about sex, whatever. You know what I mean? You better let me find out you're a selfish lover. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? But as I got older, I started realizing, what he was
started making some sense.
The little jewels he was dropping on me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that made me a good lover. That's why my name is Lover. I said my name is Lover. Don't play with me. I'm grown. You lose your childhood fucking with me. Listen. We do it for the culture video. Listen. Yes. Let us know what you're thinking, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get some listeners to chime in, whatever. You know what I mean? We got Miss Smith on the line that's been rocking with us a little something.
Definitely
whatever.
Appreciate that.
Let us know what you guys think about older siblings, whatever. She said her older siblings are scary. They hit and run.
As far as the fighting.
Yeah. That's how my brother was. Once I started to do my brother, once he realized I pick up anything and use it, that nigga became a
not mine, man. Like I said, my brother was 100.
That's how my sister was too.
70 to 100 pounds heavier than I am. So he never run from me. But I wouldn't run from him either, though. So
my brother didn't run from me because of my hand skills. He didn't run from me because he think I beat his ass. He ran from me because he knew if I picked up something, I was going to use it. Whether it be a knife, stick, whatever. When I pick something up, that nigga hit the door. Because he said he knew his brother didn't have good sense. I got better sense now.
So now.
But he knew when I was young, I ain't had good sense.
Yeah.
He said, this little nigga picked something up, he gonna use it.
That's how it's supposed to be, though.
And that nigga hit the door quick.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how I learned. Sure. If I can't take them out with my hands, I'm gonna pick something up.
Oh man. Too funny. So you telling me if we call one of your girls, they wouldn't say that?
No, I don't think so.
And we already know Dallas gets super extra treatment.
my son's the oldest one. He'll say, y'all spoiled Dallas, but he's the only one home. But have my oldest boy need money or something, we help him.
For sure.
We help him. So he can't say that we show favoritism because we help him just as much as we help the youngest one.
Just as much as we take care of all of them.
Right.
My thing is with parents, man. My parents will have kids and would knock their kids upside their head, beat them to their very last combat. But when they have grandkids, they won't do nothing to them.
Oh no.
I'm like, how we get damn near killed? Then the grandkids can do anything, and they just get all the love and How did you just go? How did that just leave when you have grandkids? That all of a sudden you're not a abusive parent no more.
You know what? Unless they have taken their grandkids in because the neglect of the parents, they don't spank them. They don't spank them. They like borrow them and then give them back. Yeah. They borrow them, spoil them, and then give them back.
I think that's what it is too. It's like, hey, we're only gonna see you for a short time, so I'm gonna do whatever you need, give you whatever you want, give you all this candy, all this junk food, and I'm gonna send you home.
I'm okay with that, especially with my mom raising 8 of us. She don't need to be raising no more kids. It's not her responsibility.
We had a aunt. Her name was Anna Ruth. Annie Ruth used to fuck us up. Me, Aaron, Lee Grant, and us. She used to tear our asses up. But then she had her own kids. She didn't do nothing to them. Dang. Like, how you damn near kill us, but when you have your own kids, you don't do nothing to them. Never got a beating or nothing. They just get soft. But with your sister's kids, you try to kill us. But your kids, you soft.
Some of them be like that. Some of them be like that for whatever reason.
Oh, man, Miss Smith, I have one girl, and obviously that's my husband's favorite, and she knows it.
Yeah. One daughter and the rest boys.
See, and I had girls. I had all them girls around me, so I don't think I could treat one any differently than the other. I treat them all the same. If one needed something, I got them all the same thing. So nobody could say that.
Yeah.
So are you saying that every time you get one something, you get the other something?
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's what I did.
I can dig it.
I mean, I didn't have to hear nobody's mouth. I didn't have
Yeah.
to hear nobody say, why she get this and I ain't get nothing, or she always gets something, I never get nothing. I never had to hear that. I was
Yeah,
like,
Ryan's a peaceful guy. He ain't with that drama.
if I'm getting for one, I'm getting for all.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister was a daddy's girl too.
So was my sister.
And she
Still
was
is.
a daddy's girl to the day she died. That nigga ain't do shit for us.
Mm.
What the fuck you let that nigga for? Why are you daddy's girl? Why you feel like this nigga can do no wrong? I mean, no matter what he does, you got this nigga's back.
Mm.
The nigga ain't never did shit.
That's
But you love this man to the day she died. You know what? When my sister passed away, true story. We said, you know what? We're gonna try to keep her on life support at least until my father get there.
okay.
Maybe it may help. You know, because she's a daddy's girl. She love her daddy. She love her daddy. Maybe if she hears his voice, it would spark something. Do something. So we keep on for it. You know, we're gonna, you know. So my family up in Detroit, my aunts, you know, my daddy's he's not, you know, he's not self-sufficient anymore.
Okay.
He's you know, sometimes drugs take over. I had to put this shit on black, but fuck that nigga. But what I'm saying is this. So my aunts, you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
They get his new money, right?
Right.
So he can get to catch a train, whatever, a bus, whatever, to come to New York.
Yeah.
To be by his daughter's side. This nigga takes the ticket. They give him a ticket. They said, we know if we give him money, that's it.
Yeah. So we just buy the ticket.
Just gonna get a ticket. This nigga cashes in the ticket.
Oh boy.
Never comes to his daughter's bedside.
Wow.
Man.
So I said, you know what? I'm done with this nigga. You know what I mean? Because when my brother passed away before my sister. So when I took a leave of absence to go be by my brother's side, because he had cancer, right?
Yeah.
So and my father was still up in New York, whatever. And you know, I said, okay, I'm gonna stay with his apartment is handicap accessible.
Okay.
It's probably more conducive for me to stay there. So he knows while I'm here. He knows why I'm here. January go by, February go by. Now every day I get up, I have a routine. I get up in the morning. I go straight to the house. Give me something, and I go straight to the hospital.
Okay.
I'm there to the hospital till at least 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, somewhere around there. And I do that on purpose because I took a leave of absence and I had little money coming in. So I started selling drugs. This is 2010. I started selling drugs again. But I know that the detectives and stuff like that, 11 o'clock, they off the clock. The cops that's on duty after 11 o'clock, them niggas ain't doing nothing but eating donuts, riding around, sitting with or whatever. So my thought is stay at the hospital long enough to get the 11 o'clock shift.
Yeah.
Time to go home.
Yeah.
I get up at 1 o'clock, whatever. I hit the block for like maybe 3 or 4 o'clock, whatever. That late night money, not going, whatever. So my father knows, okay, so from January, February, so we get to March now. This man has still not come to the hospital to see my brother. So the last week that my brother passed away, he finally came. His excuse was, he said nobody told him that it was terminal. You telling me somebody got to tell you that your son has terminal cancer for you to come? Not cancer's just not good enough.
Yeah. Or the fact that he's been in the hospital for
3 years. Yeah. Nobody told me it was terminal. What the fuck is wrong with you, my nigga? So at that point, I'm already like, you know what? I don't think I want to fuck with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling right there. So then now my sister's on her deathbed. And I'm like, you know what? If he comes be by my sister's side, whatever, you know what I mean? I could dig that, whatever, you know what I mean? Because if she hears his voice, whatever, she's a daddy's girl, she might pull out of this shit.
Right.
When he didn't show up to the hospital, when he cashed that joint in, whatever, ticket in, whatever,
yeah,
I said, I'm officially done with this nigga. So
disappointing.
Him coming to the funeral was not an option. Because there would have been some furniture moving around that motherfucking church. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you, listen, there would have been some furniture moving around that motherfucker.
Yeah, I believe it.
So my niggas don't even show up, my nigga.
Not now. Not at this point.
Nah. I'm done with you. You know what I'm saying? You my pop. I'm always gonna have love for you, but it's best that we keep our distance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, I mean, but she was a daddy's girl for sure,
Gotcha.
and I just wish that dude would have at least showed his face. I know when people under the influence, they go through a lot, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a disease.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you try to be patient with them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
It's hard.
sometimes, man, they just do too much.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
hard.
but it's like, you know what, man? Fuck
Sure.
that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, man. It is what it is, though, man. Let me just check these joints one more time. see if anything-
Suave's out here. Suave is saying
What's
that.
Suave?
Yeah, Suave. What up, Suave? Said he's the oldest of 3.
Suave, you ain't the oldest. You got older siblings.
He said he's the oldest, man, but he said he's close with his brother now, but they used to fight a lot when they was growing up. So
Oh, I know you got your ass beat, Suave. I know they had your ass in the headlock.
put the wrestling moves on them, not WWE moves, them WWFs. He's taking the old school.
They was doing them Hulk Hogan moves
Yeah.
on Suave.
Suave was doing that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat stuff on him, man. That's what he was. Superfly Snooker jumping off the bed, right?
Now Suave, I thought Suave had an older brother. No,
I thought his brother was older too, but I guess he's younger. I mean, he gotta be if he's the oldest.
okay, Suave, but just give us one quick answer before we jet off, Suave. You're the oldest. Did you receive favoritism?
Or did you see favoritism?
All right, just let us know. Did you receive favoritism among your siblings, or were you the favorite one? Be honest, Suave.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Look, one thing I wanted to add about the favoritism thing. Once my boys were born, it's like my siblings felt as if my parents treated my boys more so with favoritism than their children.
Well, because they were more closer, like in the vicinity, or
Yeah, I believe so because we're here, and I would visit my parents often, and I mean they probably did treat them a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I can say my parents treated my kids and my brother's kids differently, but
yeah.
my sister and my older brother, my niece Jordan, they're here in the state.
Yeah.
Me and my other
you
brother.
are you implying that they get better treated better?
That they I wouldn't say they got treated better, but they had a better relationship.
Okay,
with
gotcha,
them.
Gotcha.
Well, my siblings question why my dad passed away 2011, of course, but question why my mom buys my sons certain things, why she feel like she have to do this for them, and when they're like, because my mom doesn't drive, so they have to take her to the store, so they see what she's buying, and they be like, well, why are you getting that for them, and why are you doing that for them, and I don't ask for anything,
Right.
but my mom just feel like she have to do for my boys.
I can relate to that because I'm not just saying it because to toot my own, but I was my grandmother's favorite.
Okay.
Now I know my cousins, all of them gonna probably disagree.
That's about you being the favorite?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I was definitely the favorite because I did things and I'm only saying this off of my experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I was sitting there watching The Price is Right with my grandmother eating a grilled cheese sandwich, I don't remember no other grandchild being there with us. I remember no other grandchild being there, so I'll be sitting there reading the paper, doing the crossword puzzles and
watching them stories.
watching the stories. I don't remember y'all being there with me and grandma.
Right.
That was me and grandma. You know what I mean? When grandma would come time for Thanksgiving, I come downstairs and grandma, what you need me to do?
Mhm.
Mop this here, whatever. Some people can mop the floor, do this, whatever. I'm doing whatever she need me to do. When I leave out the door in the morning, because my grandmother, I'm in the projects. I was on the 6th floor, my grandmother's on the 1st floor.
Okay.
Before I do anything, before I hit the streets, I stop on the 1st floor. I pick my head in that door. Grandma, you need anything? You need me to run the store?
Yeah.
My grandma gonna let me know if she need me to run the store, pick up anything, whatever.
Shoot, if you was doing that for me, you'd be my favorite too.
Yeah. So I know I was my grandmama's favorite. When my grandmother left New York to move here to North Carolina, boy, that hurt. That hurt. Suave said his baby brother, was the favorite. I hear that a lot. Sometimes the baby or a lot of favorites.
It's always the baby.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it also depends on the age difference between the oldest and the baby too. Because I feel that
Yeah,
as parents get older, we don't want to deal with kids.
you know what? My younger
anymore.
brother did. He did get away with a lot. My youngest brother,
And my
and
younger
still
sister
do,
too.
and still do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
My younger sister too. I think it's got to be something
Look,
with the
I
babies.
just
My
think we get
youngest
tired
brother-
of whipping.
My
whipping.
youngest brother was in college. He would come home, and he would take all my mom's soap and toothpaste and stuff, and wouldn't say a word. He get back to college. My mom's like, "What happened to all my soap and stuff?" Like, that boy done took my stuff again. Like, why? I don't know why he never verbalized to my mom that he needed some stuff. He would just take it.
Baby, you know you can do that. Do that.
Yeah, why ask?
He's he's your typical baby boy. For
Ask.
real.
For what? I can just take
For
it.
real.
'Cause my sister's the same way now. And sometimes I be like, yo, listen, it's my mama too. Hold up. Who you think you is? You the baby. You ain't running shit. But she really is running shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she's right there with mom, whatever. She handles everything. But I'm like, yo, listen, I don't give a fuck.
That's my sister. Shit.
It's just shit. It's just as much as my mom as it is. But yeah, them young ones, they get away with a whole lot of shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
She's still the youngest, but I think I'm the favorite now, so I'll say that.
Well, this is what y'all do.
We got one more comment on this, but go ahead.
We do wizard.
Right there.
She said I was my grandma's favorite too. My cousins will not disagree. The youngest grand out of all my grandma's grands. She has 13s, and my daddy was the youngest child. You talking
So
about
she's the youngest of the youngest.
She said she was a black sheep, but she was her grandmother's favorite. Maybe that's
Well, yeah, black sheep amongst her siblings,
yeah.
but the grandma.
Because I was the black sheep too. I was my grandmother's favorite.
See,
Whatever. So,
I think that's how it works out.
Did you remember your grandmother?
No, my grandmother died like in 1984. I don't even remember ever even having a conversation with her.
Neither one of them?
By the time I was even, she never really talked. She was sick already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
What about you, Miss? You have a relationship with your grandparents?
Nah, I was fortunate enough to have 3 sets of grandparents, but I didn't know none of them. My mother was adopted, so I know my adoptive grandmother.
Okay.
And her maternal mother, my maternal grandmother, I got to meet her and hang out with her for a little while, a couple of years. But I didn't have big relationships with them because being in the military, being a military brat, we wasn't close.
Gotcha.
So I only get to spend the summers with the adoptive, my grandma Brain, get to spend summers with her, and then my maternal grandmother Etta, she came to live here in North Carolina with my mom and dad. But I was already in the military, so I was already gone when she came here.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I didn't get to building relationships with them.
I had experience with all 3 of my grandmothers. My
Dang.
mother's mother, my biological father's mother, and my pops that raised me mother.
My dad's
But I didn't
parents.
have none of my grandpops. They was all passed away before I was.
Okay.
Well,
Before
my
I was-
last grandfather, he passed away in 1998, I believe it was. And he was the last of the grandparents. So I did have a relationship with him. We used to go to his house a lot.
Yeah.
My dad was a guitarist, and so was my grandfather.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, nah, I didn't get to see not one of my grandfathers.
Not me neither. Well, no, because my mother's father, her biological father, came to North Carolina. She found him. She didn't know who he was. She found him. He came. I was living overseas at the time, and so we got a picture of him at the house. But I never met him.
Okay, we got y'all see how transparent we are on this show. We be giving y'all the straight, raw, uncut.
Yep.
We be transparent with y'all. We
Try to
let
be.
y'all know, you know what I'm saying? We
Hey,
tell
we-
y'all stories and we coming from the heart with it. You know what I mean?
We are human too.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
it.
That's it.
mhm.
Letting you know we human too, whatever. You know, we give y'all our experiences, our
Mhm.
stories, whatever, and we giving it to y'all. You know, we keeping it gully with y'all,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So at this point, I do feel like I am my mom's favorite.
You would.
Yeah. But growing up, I wasn't. I was that black sheep. I
Wow.
was a smart mouth, and yeah,
I think I may be your mom's favorite of your friends.
yeah, you are.
And I
She
think
be
I may
asking about
your
you all the
dad's
time
favorite
too.
of your
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Brag
my
on
pops,
brag on me.
my pops ask about you.
Yeah,
Make
my
sure
mom
you're
asked
doing
about
good,
you too.
That's my people. That's my
Yeah.
people. That's my people. See, I I have an extended family.
You sure do, man.
You know what I mean?
You
My
are.
mama
Boom.
keep on trying to give you an air fryer.
Oh,
Or a fry daddy or something. She keep trying to.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
damn.
like, you think he will?
We gotta have
this?
it get together soon. We gotta bring the family back together.
I told her you can't have that fry daddy though. I said we ain't gonna give him a fry daddy. We'll give him an air fryer, but we ain't gonna give him a fry daddy. He don't want that grease pop.
Man, Miss Smith, we definitely appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah.
We hope
Thank
that
you,
continue to
friend.
listen.
Yeah.
Suave, thank you for
You
listening.
got
Man.
Kareem Davis out there.
Kareem, what's up? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Said he appreciate the show. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you.
No doubt, no doubt. If you're listening, y'all, even after the show is over, you can still go on under the show's comments, whatever, leave comments, whatever, and we'll still have an open dialogue with y'all, whatever. You know, and even though the show's over, you know what I mean.
And check out some of our older shows because we have really talked about some great topics on taxes and credit. And some really giving you guys some gems and jewels. Please watch some of those videos because it is still tax time, and there's some things that you might want to know before you do your taxes.
Hey, everybody needs life insurance.
Oh yeah, life
That's
insurance,
sure.
most definitely. Check out some of our older shows, y'all. Tell a friend.
Yeah.
All right, y'all want to plug anything before we get up out of here?
You want to go ahead and start?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, all
Sands Mobile Entertainment. We are now doing DJ trivia, DJ bingo. We are also doing photo booth rental. We have no bookings on the weekends of April right now, right?
We got one date available.
One date
Yeah,
in April.
April
But yes,
22nd, I believe, is the only date we got available.
okay, but we're still booking for the rest of the year. Well, just hit us up if you need a DJ for any event. Corporate events. You can reach us at 910-827-6876. We do weddings, birthday parties, military events, corporate events, school dances, proms. If you guys need anybody for prom,
They do.
It is that.
We
It is that time
do
of
it
year.
all.
Prime season's coming up, and weddings. It's prime time wedding season. So, get in touch with us as early as you can because dates are going quick.
Dates are going
where can
quick.
they reach y'all at?
Like I said, you can call us at 910-827-6876, or you can reach us on Facebook, Sands Mobile Entertainment, and send a message to that, or Google us, Sands Mobile Entertainment, hit the website.
Okay. And don't forget what?
Them balloons.
Thank you, Miss Smith. Your time to shine. Balloon garlands, balloon art. You can reach me at 910-863-1036 for your balloon decorations.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you, Miss Smith.
And you can reach out to me for all your trucking industry needs, whether it be trucking insurance,
Hey,
dispatching, freight broking. Hit me up at gg2trucking@gmail.com, and I'll be more than gladly to assist you. Listen, we are out of here. We appreciate you guys for listening.
Love you, Miss Smith.
I know my one of my aunts definitely whatever. She probably gonna reach out to me whatever for talking shit about my mom. One of my cousins, but I don't give a fuck that nigga.
I don't care either.
Yeah,
Anybody who heard something that didn't care to hear.
Yo, man, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Hey, if you heard something you don't want to hear this show, tune into the next one and see what you're gonna find out then.
That's right. And the nigga's still a pooper. We out here. We do it for the Culture Radio 5-4.
That's one.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.